Trying to keep Victor's mind off the troubles that surrounded them, Dorna would speak up. Why is this building still standing? Must be something important inside if it was spared. A subtle hint that Victor needed to rein himself in. And he knew she was right. Calming himself as best he could as Harmony sang a soft song under its breath, he entered.
Oh, wait! You know hurts Deacon. Deacon must talk to you. Please, you listens to Deacon.
And the kobold seemed to know that he would be under threat, most likely, rushing forward and trying to beg for mercy. What do you want, and why are you here, kobold?
Deacon watches you, sees you be great human hero. Deacon needs your help. He does. Needs help real bad.
Struggling to restrain himself, Victor felt his temper flare momentarily. Help you? After what you did to Hilltop and Master Drogan? After what you've caused here?
Deacon not so bad, honest. Deacon only go with other kobolds to human village because Master tells Deacon to. Deacon not hurt anybody. Deacon is servant to the Master. Deacon sings songs, tells tales that keep Master happy. That why Master send Deacon on raid, so Deacon write story for Master later.
So you are some kind of jester kobold? How interesting. That doesn't explain why you're here.
Only Deacon do something very bad. Master will be very angry at Deacon. Deacon cannot go back to Master. Not ever. Deacon so frightened.
A glance from Dorna helped Victor rein himself back in, as did the low song sung by Harmony. If this kobold was speaking the truth, then he needed to control himself. Anger was not something that befit him anyway. He was proud of his calm, logical mind. A sigh, and he regained control of himself once more. Who was this master that you speak of?
Master is great dragon. Time of far. What is...
Time o' far? I guess that's how you pronounce it. The dragon names, man.
Ruler of kobolds. Very scary he is. Very sharp teeth and bad breath too. But he thinks Deacon very funny. Go figure.
So this dragon was behind the theft of the artifacts?
Master tells kobolds he wants them to go to human village and steals magic stuff. So yes, he behind it. Deacon not know why Master want it all.
Ugh. That voice is killing my throat. Dragons are greedy. I would still like to know how he even found out about them.
Kobolds be attacked by gnolls on way home anyway. They want to take artifacts away. Master will be very angry. Deacon shake when Master angry.
Why did these gnolls want the artifacts? Who sent them?
Deacon not know. Maybe because gnolls be greedy? We runs into scary dead place with some magic stuff. Not know what gnolls do after.
Yeah, Victor's already been there. He's cleaned it out. He's not going to ask the kobold what to do against the dragon. If the kobold knew, then he'd probably... Well, perhaps he'd know about something. Maybe a trap door or secret entrance that would allow something to happen, and it's worth asking if nothing else. So, what am I supposed to do against a dragon?
You could talk to him, maybe? Deacon talk to Master all the time. Master says, you talks to me now, Deacon, so Deacon talks. One time Master say he could not sleeps, so Deacon talks to Master for 2 days straight about mating habits of orcs. Finally, Master snores and poor Deacon collapses.
I'm not certain your master would listen as Victor tells him a 2-day lullaby, that's for sure.
Master be very smart. Deacon be sure he listen to Great Human Hero if you just gets to him.
Somehow Victor doubts that. If he gets to him, that means he slaughtered all of his little pets. It doesn't seem like the best way to earn the dragon's trust. Where can I find this master of yours? I assume it's in the mountains.
You go north in the mountains. You find cobalt caves. Master live below kobolds. Big, big cavern. Hard to miss.
Yeah, if the kobold wanted to go with him, he already would have offered. Tell me more of this dragon.
Oh, he be very big, and very old, and very smart.
At least by kobold standards.
We kobolds be related to dragons, but Master not thinks much of that. He says kobolds too puny to be cousins.
Well, he has a point there. I've always thought kobolds were more dog-like myself. All that yapping and so forth.
Master tells kobolds what to do, and we runs to do it. Sometimes he takes kobolds aside and teaches them stuff. Like with Chief Kobold, or Deacon even. But only if he thinks them smart. Master also be beautiful white. He like it when it be very cold. Me once see him breathe ice on kobold. Make little lizard icicle.
So, he's a white dragon, clearly. That's something useful, he supposed. Let me ask you something else.
Okay, Deacon tell you all you wants if you just helps him.
Are you saying that you're some kind of kobold jester?
Jester? Deacon be great kobold bard. Deacon know all stories of dragons and heroes. Well, okay, some stories. Well, a few, maybe, 'cause they is long and hard to read. Deacon keeps great Master happy, though. Deacon sing and tell stories and go warn kobolds when Master is grumpy, so they not get squished. Deacon very important.
If you're that's too mean. Victor's finally calmed down. He wouldn't be so aggressive. Just
Deacon is important too, he is. One time, Chief get mad and start yelling at Deacon. Master swat Chief all across cave and he go squish. Master like Deacon that much. Master like Deacon, but now Deacon screw it all up. Deacon do terrible thing, and now he never be able to go back to Master, or Master squish him instead.
what exactly did you do that was so God's awful terrible?
Deacon, he carries little tower statue when he leaves human village. When gnolls attack, he get excited and he drops the little statue. Statue is all broken now because of Deacon. He cannot bring it back to Master because Master be angry at him. But if Deacon stay away, Master be even angrier.
You broke the statue? Is that even possible? Will you give it to us?
Deacon knows you look for little statue. Deacon, he gives it to you if he helps him. That good idea, yes?
You have the tower statue on you?
Well, Deacon not have the little broken tower statue now, but Deacon knows where Deacon hides it. He finds statue for you if you helps him.
How do I know you'll keep your word? You're a kobold, no offense. You did just slaughter half of a town and attack my master.
Because if Deacon not be faithful, you probably hurt Deacon. Deacon not want that. You be very scary.
I suppose fear is a motivator for kobolds. Give me the statue and I might consider helping you.
Sometimes masters say that Deacon is dumb, but Deacon not that dumb. Deacon just little kobold to you. He gives you statue and you leaves him high and dry.
Well, it was worth a shot, Victor supposed. Not that he would kill the little kobold. Clearly he was not nearly as much a threat as his little cousins were. But he wouldn't really feel any allegiance to help the thing either. Alright, so what do you mean by the statue was broken, actually?
Deacon drops it on rock when gnolls scare him. Was accident. It go crack, and there be shiny thing inside. Very pretty.
What shiny thing inside? What are you talking about?
Deacon not know shiny rock was inside, honest. Deacon find statue and shows it to you if you helps him.
Alright, so how am I supposed to help you?
You be great human hero. Deacon knows this. He be watching you from windows. You go and seek out Deacon's old master. Maybe you talks to master, makes him let Deacon go, makes him free Deacon. Then Deacon gives you little broken tower statue.
Why do you need him to free you? Aren't you already free? Just leave.
Oh, no, Deacon not free yet. Deacon hiding, but if master wants to find Deacon, he comes and finds him. And if master forced to come and find Deacon, well, that not be very pretty picture. That why Deacon so scared. Master is big, Deacon is very small. If he wants to talk to master, or kills him, Deacon all for it. Deacon gives you broken little statue when you done.
I think this little reptile is actually blackmailing us, Victor.
Deacon got complete confidence in you. Deacon knows that you is great hero, you is.
Alright, I guess I'll see what I can do.
Ooh, Deacon just knew that you would help him. He just knew it. Deacon is so happy now, but, still scared. You goes and find old master, and do what you going to do. Deacon stays here in little shop and hide. You comes back when you done, okay?
Lovely. Now he was being blackmailed by a kobold. Well, he supposed there was no helping it at this point. At least now he knew one of the other locations. That left two more. The mask as well as, well, the tooth. Perhaps the dragon had the tooth? He was sure they at least arrived with something. Leaving the charred remains of the town behind, Victor would move on. There was not much else he could do. A large group of humanoids came from the forest and headed towards the road not long ago. According to the tracks, they took the same route back. The gnolls, most likely. Oh, that's a bear! Oh, God. Victor, I swear to the gods, if you'd pay attention, you bloomin' idiot. I was distracted by the tracks. Ugh. See? Not so bad, was it? And what would have happened if you didn't have that damn book of yours ready? Well, it probably would have ended badly. Exactly. Pay attention, you fool. Of course. I swear, for someone so wise and smart, you're not the most observant. Well, that's why I have you, Dorna. Flattery'll get you nowhere. Pay attention, you damn fool. Of course. Oh, there's another one. And it's out of view. I was hoping you'd attack us. You gonna attack us? Gonna come this way? No? Not gonna make it easy on me? Okay, I guess we're gonna sprint up then. Yep. It's a mad bear. Angry bear. Bear is angry. See? We don't need our spells. My spells, it was fine. Uh-huh. Considering you weren't right next to the teeth and claws, I don't think you get a vote, Victor. Fair enough. Yeah, more knoll tracks. Alright. So this is clearly going towards the high forest. I don't think that's where we'll go next, because the gnolls are probably already long gone. And honestly, he's more concerned with what he knows he can acquire, which is that tower statue. Who knows how long that kobold will be able to stay inside. Deacon, he suppose, is what he was named, was going to be allowed to stay inside that village. Eventually, Hilltop would want to put out the fires and collect the dead. So that made it the next priority. And that meant we had to head to the Nether Mountains. There are many small humanoid tracks, seemingly running to and fro in the area, probably belonging to kobolds. There seem to be far more of the older tracks heading towards Hilltop than returning to the mountains of the north. That's because they've been slaughtered bit by bit. Not that they didn't deserve it. Ruled by fear or no, that was their decision.
I would speak with you a moment.
What is it, Dorna? The farm. It seems familiar. Maybe from overhearing Master Drogon and one of his visitors. Hurst! Nathan Hurst. That's who lives there. I heard him and Master Drogon discussing something. He described how to get here in good detail. A dwarf knows how to interpret directions and the lay of the land. This has to be the place. Oop. Oh, that's a... Alright. Well, see, now this time you distracted me, Dorna. Shut your mouth!
By the blood of the Old Father!
Alright. Well, now that that interruption's done, are there any more about? Or are we alright now? Looks like we're clear. You know, you complain about me not paying attention, and then you distract me. As if you would have spotted them anyway. That's probably fair.
Yes? What do you need?
What were you trying to say earlier before we were so rudely interrupted? Ah, about this being the place where Nathan Hurst was? Yes, is he a dwarf as well? He's no dwarf. Duergar, a deep dwelling Duergar, out of his proper place. Be careful near him. You surprised me with the intolerance, actually. It's just a matter of fact that his kind are driven to the darker things in life. I didn't say we should torch his farm, just that you should be careful. If Drogon knew him, he can't be all bad. He doesn't have to be all bad to hurt our mission. Just be careful, that's all I'm saying. That's fair enough. Still, Victor wasn't one to judge by race, just actions. That's why he was fine with Deacon, but the other kobolds that had already slaughtered his people, well, they didn't get any mercy.
Hail to ye!
Oh there, stranger. If you come looking for treasures, just keep on going, for ye will find no easy pickings in this home. Nathan Hurst has a spirit more fierce than a dozen wolves. So tell me who ye are, and where ye be from, that I might know if ye be friend or foe. Huh, that's actually something that sounds very Victor. Recognize a friend by his face, words can be lies. That be truth in any land, but it sounds like the wisdom of me old friend Drogan. And now that I get a better look at you, I recognize you, Victor. I remember seeing you with Drogan one night about 6 months ago. You were discussing planting and harvesting, which seemed an odd topic for someone like Drogan. Gotta deepen it. Dorna, yes, you interrupted one of our fireside conversations. I don't know what voice I'm doing now. We were speaking of you and the other pupils, not real agriculture. Drogan thought he had found a good crop of seeds in you four. Be welcome then, but know that you come in hard times, and look not to me for great hospitality. Have you been bothered by the kobolds too, then? I doubt you'd have issue with them. You've probably dealt with far worse in the Underdark. There has been some trouble from the wee scaly folk. But there'll always be trouble from one group of monsters or another. We defend what be ours, with little worry for them. The reason this be a dark time is that me daughter, Becca, has been kidnapped, and I cannot leave me pregnant wife who be so close to term. The babe could come at any moment, but I swear to Chalanta, when the child is born, it shall have Hill Giant for supper. That drunken oaf Rumgut will rue the day he turned to villainy. Tell me more, perhaps I can help you. You are a friend of Drogan, after all. There be this Hill Giant called Rumgut, on account of his serious drinking habits. Despite being a bit strange, he actually made a fair neighbor, as he never got along with goblins. Never had any serious problems with him until now. 2 days ago, I be milking me cows, when all of a sudden I hear me daughter screaming. I go running just in time to see Rumgut run off with a sack over his shoulder. He took her to his cave, which is somewhere in the hills to the west. Would you be willing to help me, poor child? I can help you, of course. I see that Drogan has trained a fine young lad indeed. Go to the west and you shall find his cave. Be careful though. He might not be the smartest fellow, but he be strong like all of his kind. Well, that would be an interesting interaction. First a dragon, now a giant. He wished it had been an ogre. At least he'd be a little more confident he could deal with something of that caliber. Giants were much more deadly opponents. Well, at least he had Dorna. Dwarves were notoriously skilled at dealing with the larger opponents. Victor, don't you say a word. I wouldn't have to say a word if you didn't run into every damned bear that we came across. Well, maybe you should do your part in the party and let me know when there's a damn bear around the corner, Dorna. I can't see what's around the damn corner. You're the one leading. Pay attention or go slow so I can actually take time to look around. I feel like this is going to be your running issue. Probably, since you can't pull your damn head out your ass. Hello everyone, and thank you for watching. If you enjoy my videos and don't want to miss out on future content, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. If you'd like to support me on a more personal level, offer recommendations, chat with me, or vote on future series, then consider becoming one of my patrons on Patreon. Thank you once again for all your support, and I can't wait to see you in the next chapter of our story.